back to my channel today. Why not just do something less serious, like something funny? So first of all, I have this flag. My son made it, so I thought I'll showcase it in my video. Anyway, happy 153rd birthday to Canada. So I thought, what could be funny? We've been too serious these days, so what could be funny that I could react to? So I searched for funny racism videos, and I found how racism made me funny. So I know, right? So I'm as interested as you are, and we're gonna watch it together, and I'm going to give you my honest reaction. Stay tuned. Before we get started, remember, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you can get notified every single time I post a video. Make sure you share. Don't be selfish. Share it to all your friends, your enemies, your fans, everybody that needs to hear it, that needs to subscribe. Okay, help your girl out. So we're going to go straight into the video, as I think funny. So I'm really interested to know what this is about.
Things I'm going to be talking about today, one of those things is humor and racism. Okay, the slide's not working already. We're off to a start. We're off to a bang. Okay, we'll just move on to material. That's okay. That's fine. So a little bit about myself. My name's Reuven, and as I said, I'm actually Indian, but I grew up in South Africa. And when I was...
Wow, it's Indian. It looks totally black to me. That's funny.
12, me and my family, we moved over to New Zealand. And when we moved to New Zealand, I was really worried about what was going to be like. Was it going to be friendly? Was it going to be racist? I really wasn't sure. And when we got to New Zealand, it was actually rugby season at the time. And when I got off the plane, I saw a bunch of people wearing T-shirts saying, "I love all blacks." And I thought, that is the right country. We picked the right
one. That's funny. I love all blacks. That's so funny. And yeah, it's the right country. We'll pick the right one. This guy's
really fantastic. So one of my earliest memories about being in New Zealand was that the teachers being really supportive. But in being really supportive, they were actually quite racist. So I'll give you a working example of this. When I got to school, the teachers were like, "Hey, Reuven, we think you should enter the athletics." And I was like, they're like, "Oh, because you're from Africa, you'll be really, really good."
Oh God. Funny enough, people actually say that, when they see me, they'll be like, "Oh, do you play basketball?" I'm like, "No." "What about athletics?" "No." Just because I'm black and I'm tall doesn't mean that I know how to play sports. I absolutely hate sports. I don't even watch it. So I guess I'm not so into anything that's fitness. Let's just put it that way.
So I entered the athletics, the sprinting races, and they were totally right. I smashed all the white people. They were bang on the money. But all the white kids who complained, they were like, Reuven, it's unfair. You've got all these unfair advantages. And I was like, unfair advantages? What do you mean? And they were like, "Oh,
that's funny. Unfair advantages." So because the black guy is doing well in sports, it's unfair advantage because of his race. But then if it's the white person that is getting all the that is succeeding, you're not going to say it's an unfair advantage. You see where that is? It's funny, but at the same time it drives points home. Wow.
Got all this previous experience. And I was like, previous experience? What do you mean? And they were like, "Oh, from sprinting from village to village."
Oh, damn. This is so funny. Sprinting from, they have this imagination, they have this in their head that Africa is a safari, African lion safari, where everybody's naked and they're covering their bums with leaves and stuff. I've actually made a joke about it because somebody was asking me if I see lions and giraffes and things like that on the street of Africa, and I'm wondering what kind of question is that? So I said, yeah, we hop from trees to trees. We don't even have clothes and stuff like that. It's so funny how they think, and I feel it's because of the movies that they shoot that It's always showing this giant creature. Funny.
Okay, all right. So I've been living in Sydney for about 5 years now, 5 years. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but one of the main reasons I moved to Sydney was because of all the cities in the Southern Hemisphere, it has the most promiscuous women. Which is funny because according to my research, not so much.
Still,
The slide's not working. We don't need the slides. It's all right.
still not working. It's still not working. Oh well.
It's fine. Now is being bullied, and I'll give you a working example of this. I never realized how Indian I was until I actually moved to New Zealand. Now I'll give you a working example of this. Now my mum used to pack me sandwiches.
No, that never happened. You go with rice and fried rice and jollof rice and things like that. Sandwich. Psst.
But these were curry sandwiches. And I used to be like, hey, Mum, please don't pack me curry sandwiches because the white kids are going to make fun of me. And she was like, oh, what do you mean? What are they going to say? And I was like, they're going to call me curry muncher. Because I'm literally munching curry in front of them. I'm giving them a lot of material to work with. But I couldn't really argue with my mum. And she should be like, oh, well, if they call you curry muncher, I've got just the thing. You turn around and you call them pork munchers. You say anything? I used to go along with my curry sandwiches to school.
I'm just going to forward it a little bit because I don't want this video to drag for too long.
I don't like traveling and going on tours because I'm really afraid of air travel. Turbulence in particular, this is something that really freaks me out. I don't really understand how it works.
I know.
I kind of feel like it's a pilot just a little bit bored, messing with everyone in the cockpit. You know, he hangs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because what causes all those turbulence and bumps and like it actually feels like there's speed bumps on the road. Like I don't get it. Is there like thick clouds that the plane is going through? I don't get it. So I agree with you, pilots messing with us.
Hangs out there like, hey Barry, you wanna see something funny? All right, man, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you could please fasten your seatbelts, we're about to experience some turbulence.
I'm sorry guys, my phone memory is really low, so we're going to stop the video right there. But I do hope that I brought a little bit of smile to your faces. Once again, happy birthday Canada, and keep on smiling. Not all the time should we be so serious talking about racism. Sometimes you could find some joy and some happiness and some laughter in there. So I hope I was able to bring a little bit of that joy to your day. Remember, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff, okay? Be beautiful, respect others, and make sure that you click the notification bell so that every time I post awesome videos, you get notified first, okay? Love you guys. Happy birthday, Canada.